Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your J-Flight Bungalow 40 FKDS destination trailer. You guys have picked a really cool trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things. First, let's talk about arriving at the campsite. Over on your off campsite is where your slides are going to come out. Once you have them out and you see how much room you need, every time you park accordingly so that you have plenty of room for them to come in and out unimpeded, and preferably nothing hanging directly over top of them. Next thing I want you to think about is where your power and water hookups are. They're going to be on your off camp side or your driver's side of the tow vehicle, all the way at the rear. So once you've arrived, parked accordingly so you can utilize the facilities, we're going to level our unit. In front of your unit you have a hand crank. I recommend putting a stick on level on the side of your unit, off camp side, and just crank this up or down to level your unit. Once you've got your unit level, we're going to stabilize it. Come around on all four corners, you have stabilizing jacks. Simply take the 3/4 inch crank here, put it on, crank them to the right to bring them down. Now you can use an impact driver or drill gun, run these down just a couple of seconds. What I do recommend is when you get to the bottom, slow down. Because all you're going to do is bring these down until they're taut. You're not going to change the level of your unit, you're only going to stabilize it. I recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Grab you a 4-pack of those from our store. Remember, you do have a 10% off coupon to use. And put them down underneath. It'll help distribute the weight better too. So once we've got our unit level and stable, next thing we're going to do is hook up our power and water. Again, off camp side at the rear of the unit is your 50 amp service. Big long power cord. At the end of that 50 amp, should you need it in your convenience pack, is a 50 to 30 amp dog bone. And if you need to go from 30 down to 110, you also have this adapter. Water. Arrive at the campsite, you want to hook up your city water. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this always when putting water in your city water or through your black tank flush. Hook that up, plug in your hose, but before turning on your hose, let's go find your hot water heater. Coming around to your campsite, all the way at the front is going to be your hot water heater. All we're going to be doing at this point is opening it up and making sure our drain plug is in. May have left it out last time you were camping or last time you drained your hot water. Take the drain plug with a socket and run that in there nice and tight. And once you're plugged in there, you can go ahead and turn on your water. When your water's been on for a few minutes, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on it. It's going to release air out of the lines until eventually you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of here. Then you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from inside. Two different ways, if you're hooked up to gas or if you're hooked up to electric. Now, let's say we're going camping and we're going to use potable water. This unit has a... Alright, we've got our water and power hooked up. We're going to walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. Starting here on the front. This is solar ready. You can hook up a solar panel here and that'll trickle charge your batteries. Speaking of batteries, check your terminal posts. Make sure them are nice and tight. Your propane has a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open. Come around your off side. This is a furnace heat release. So if you have your furnace on, steer clear of that. It'll get rather warm. An extra gray holding tank for your front kitchen. And a low point drain to drain when we're leaving the campsite. Come back here, you have an outdoor shower. This is your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping your black and gray tanks, leaving the campsite. Nice pass-through storage here. Your power, 50 amp service. The way these go in now is you push them in and turn it to the right and then twist on your adapter. 110 or 50 to 30, 30 to 110 if you need it. Your city water connect, cable and satellite hookup, another low point drain. This is where your potable water goes in. If you're dry docking, simply fill this up with a hose. Two ways to tell it's full. There's an overflow here, or inside you check your tank levels. You can hit fresh and that'll tell you when this is full. Just remember, when using potable waters, when you're going to want to use your water pump, don't use your water pump when hooked up to city water. Unnecessary. And around your campsite you have your stabilizing jacks, your back bedroom door. This will hold your door open. A couple of 110s here. There as well. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. Okay, so coming up inside your unit. And come to the right of your sliding glass doors. Behind this panel is your control box. So up here is where you check your levels. There's your brand new battery, your fresh tank, black tank, gray tank, gray tank. Up here is where I was talking about if you're filling your potable water, you can check your fresh tank here and you can tell where it's full. Down here is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Turn on your water heater here if you're just gas, and over here if you're hooked up to electricity. These are a lot of lights throughout the unit, indoors and out. Your slide control in and out, and your awning in and out. Now your awning, you're only going to want to run that out until you see a white flap fall down to 90 degrees and you'll see your black bar. Then you know you're out far enough. Already had your slide out. Show you how much room you needed there. Coming down underneath your island here is an access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there, a couple 20s. Highly recommend you have a handful of those with you when you go camping. Coming into your kitchen. Self-explanatory microwave. There's a vent, high, low, and off. You also have a surface light. On your stove, simply turn it to, press in, turn it to light, and there's your sparks. You have an oven light down here. Sorry about that. Oven light here. Light your oven the same way. Turn it on here. Light it over here. Excuse me, turn it on here and then press it into light. You have a lot of individual lighting in this unit. You just press the button, shuts that off. Here's sink over here on the wall. More accent lighting. Here's your fan. You got a big air vent fan up there. Open and close here. Turn it on and off here. Come to your big insignia electric fridge. Control your temperatures up here. Come around your unit. Make sure that you and everyone knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Your TV with a remote. Not picking up very well inside the building here. There's your remote for all that. I do want to mention behind your television, so you can pull on this little handle here and that releases your swivel. Behind your TV here, where your cable goes in, there's a little green button. Make sure that green button is pushed in and on before you scan for digital channels. It's a digital channel enhancer. And to lock that TV, simply press it right back into it. Let's talk about your fireplace. They're not just for looks anymore. Yeah, I can turn it on and give it all these pretty colors. But the biggest thing is, and the heat's on it, come over here to your temperature, put that on high. If it's a little chilly in the morning or in the evening and you're plugged in, instead of using up your gas to warm it up in here, use their electricity. This electric fireplace will warm it up rather quickly. In your ceiling, you have a hand crank one here, your AC unit with quick dump, and your smoke alarm. Coming down the hallway now. On the wall is going to be your thermostat. Simply hit the mode to auto, to air conditioning, to furnace. Just change your temperature here and shut it off. In your bathroom, the only thing I want to mention in here, a couple of things. You have the same type fan you have in the living room. Open it up here and then turn it on here. But you also have your 110 with GFCI reset here. Come back into your bedroom. Left your bedroom slide closed because I want to show you how to open that up. You actually have your own control for that back here. Just simply hit slide out and your slide will open up. Below that you also have your own thermostat for back here and your lights. You have a fan up here with a pull chain, just turn that on. Next to the bed you have a 110 over here. Coming around the unit up here, you are prepped for a television backer here with cable and 110 hookup. Cable and a charging port, 12 volt or USBs. Your big closet. You have a 110 on this side of the bed as well, so you do have 110 on each side if you want to charge your phone close to the bed. Come back here and talk about your lighting for the bed real quick. Simply touch it once, it'll give you a blue light. Hold it in and it'll give you a reading light. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close it up. First and foremost, make sure nothing is going to impede this slide from coming in. Nothing's in the way of the bed. And then just simply hit in. Make sure all your drawers are closed on your dresser, as well as over on the side panel, the bottom of your closet. Make sure those drawers are closed. This will run in rather quickly. Shut your lighting off back here. Now what I like to do, secure your chairs down. Able to secure your chairs there as well. So what I like to do is go up here to the control panel and shut off all the lights from this switch. Now I know all the lights that I have to go through and individually shut off. So let's do that real quick. Alright, so I went through and done that. Just turn this main light back on and bring your slide in. See, it's one big long heavy slide. Takes a second to get going here. Make sure your drawers are closed securely in your kitchen. Make sure nothing's going to impede these slides from coming in. See, it only takes a second. I wanted you to hear that noise. That noise is okay to hear. All it is the slide keeping itself from coming in too far. Shut off our lights and exit the unit. Lock your door. Very important. Lift and turn this handle, that'll stay in. Fold up your steps. Come to the back. Close these steps. We're going to come around to our off-cam side. And we're going to pour our low point drain right up here. Going to bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. Unhook our water and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you take the sewage hose, come into your convenience pack, hook it up right here, and first thing you do is pour your black tank. Once your black tank sounds like it's no longer draining, keep your black tank open. Come up here to your black tank flush. Again, use your water pressure regulator. With your black tank handle open, go ahead and turn the hose on here. Let that run for about 5 minutes. That's going to wash your black tank out, get all that nastiness out of it. Once you ran that for 5 minutes, come down here, close your black handle, pull your gray handle. After that one's done, come all the way to the front of your unit and pull this galley tank handle of the gray water holding. So from all your sinks and whatnot up front, it's going to be cleaner waters. It's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. Store it in a nice sanitary place and head on home. Again, we thank you for your purchase. Enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.